Hey, this is Jill Cruz with Century 21 in Jonesboro, Arkansas. And I've got some tips today for some sellers. I was looking online at Trulia today and looking over my showing reports, and they came up with some ideas and some information for sellers that I thought might be helpful. A lot of sellers today have a problem with price reductions. When we call and ask them if they are ready to reduce the price, they get a little antsy and nervous. And a lot of the times it's necessary, even though the sellers don't really want to try a reduction at this time. But the problem is usually the price. So if we call and ask you for a price reduction, it's necessary, and it's time to get a little more interest generated in your property. A lot of sellers think that that a reduction will make them look weak, and that they're desperate to sell, when in actuality usually it's the price that's keeping the property from selling. And a lot of times sellers will go into selling their house a little bit overconfident anyway. So anyway, price reductions are sometimes necessary, and if we ask for a reduction, it's usually needed. Also, another problem with sellers is excessive attachment to your property. Sometimes people have trouble letting loose of their starter home or the home that they've raised their children in, which I can understand that. I can relate to that. But it's up to you if you want to sell your home. If you're just putting it on the market to feel it out, a lot of times it's a waste of your time. It's a waste of the realtor's time. And a lot of times it's a waste of the buyer's time, because sellers will get into negotiation without feeling like they really want to sell it anyway, and get a buyer's hopes up, and usually turns into disaster. But usually it makes a seller irrational as far as the negotiation process. And anyway, if you want to sell it, sell it. If you don't, then let your realtor help you out as much as possible. Sometimes the first offer you get is the only offer you're going to get. I've had sellers say to me they don't want to take the first offer, but sometimes they'll just completely turn completely away from a negotiation, because they say, "Oh, well, I'm not going to take the first offer." But sometimes that is the only offer. So a lot of times it's best to just go ahead and try to negotiate that one out. And sometimes the biggest mistake is not taking that and then letting it sit on the market another 10 or 12 months. The other thing is to trust your realtor to give you a fair market opinion on how much your house should sell for. I know a lot of realtors who will inflate the price just so they can get their sign in your yard, and the only person that's helping is them to keep their name out there. But anyway, with me, it doesn't really help me, because my job is not to list houses, it's to sell houses. So I'm going to try to give you the best advice I can up front, and give you the best price that I can come up with as far as like what's sold in your neighborhood. So it's better to go with a realtor who does their homework, and not with one that will just try to puff you up so they can get a sign in your yard. Anyway, I'm here if you need me, and I'd love to give you some information on selling your house if you've ever thought about it, or you might just want to know what your house might sell for, and I'm happy to help you if I can. So give me a call. My number is 870-926-2656. Thanks for listening. I'll have some more advice later. Thanks.